Woke up late, but I got a taxi. Thanks to Priush, he saved my trip. But Riga bus station, or Tallinn bus station, opens at 6 a.m. So just walk around if you have an earlier or close to that time for a bus trip to Riga or somewhere else, like I do. Latvian flag. Latvian National Library. Very cool looking. Had a hot chocolate from the train station. It was actually surprisingly good, only for €1.50. Can't beat that. The apartments in Latvia, Soviet built. Welcome, Ķemeru nacionālais parks. I don't know if I said that right, but it's a bit of a bog and a swamp, but it is a Latvian National Park. So let's check out what they got to show. And as always, a map. Here is the English part right there, some pictures, things to see. Like I said, lots of water, bogs, stuff like that, which makes sense based on what these pictures are. Russian, English, Latvian.
I don't remember where, to some European city.
Wow.
I need to ask him. I will meet him next week. There's sometimes are these deals I've seen.
A lot of the same. Pretty trees. It's like you can barely look through it all. But nice trail so far. The paths are now wooden. Pretty nice. Sunrise or sunset, just because of the reflection on all the water.
Yeah. I've been there like once.
Huh. There's an overlook. These are the views. Do a full 360 here. And that's where we came. Loop back or a new trail. More information, and we're gonna go that way. Quite something here. Alright, so I did forget to tell you, but Tallinn itself is a city of about 400,000 people. Estonia is a city of, or a country of 1.2. And then Agnes, you said Latvia is 1.7?
1.7, 1.8, something like that.
Okay, so it's a little bit bigger than Estonia.
Yeah.
And he also said that Riga, the capital city, has about 400,000, similar to Tallinn.
Maybe half of it.
Yeah, so there you go. The park here has a few random birch trees. They're mostly these coniferous needle type trees. And Agnes said that they make a juice from the birch. They tap it in similar to how the Canadians do that with maple trees and syrup. So it's quite interesting how they use, everyone makes food and drinks with the local stuff that they have, and this is what the Latvians make for for themselves. He said it's a bit of a sour taste, but it is definitely a one-of-a-kind flavor. So if you happen to be in Latvia area, give that a shot. If you ever see birch juice or something to do with birch, go for it. The ground is kind of bouncy,
Yeah.
squishy like a sponge. Cemeteries are very common in the forest here. I saw them on the way on the Flixbus as well. But I like it. It's almost more peaceful. So that used to be a spa. Now it's just a renovated exterior. It's not used for anything. And right here is an old water tower. Free of charge, but they have a season, so they're only open for a limited time.
With the car inside and try to find it.
Okay. More information on the water tower itself, and some old pictures of what it used to look like back in the old times. Road trail that takes you to a sulfur area, sulfur springs. Information on the scrap ditch sulfur spring. This is actually it right here. And it stinks, I'll tell you that much. So it bubbles up from the ground. They discovered it while mining, I believe, or digging for a drainage pipe. And it goes out here. And Agnes said at certain times during the day, this whole area is that green color. That's it. That's gross. A little bit of coloration there on the edge. But man, it stinks. Pictures, but Lake Sloka, which is right up here. We were down, I believe, in this area.
Yeah, they are. They are like forest geese or what it's called.
Wow. And they're gone. But we also have a visitor coming towards us.
Many swans. The swans are like making the nests here.
Oh, okay. Swans make nests in this area, apparently. Beautiful.
They could hurt you. And yeah, the thing is that you like
All the different birds.
cannot hit them back because they are protected and everything. They're like.
We don't go to swans. Don't be close to swans when they have babies on their back. They can attack you. Fair warning though, drip check part 1. Reebok shoes, Old Navy sneakers, but these buoys, they shift. So just be careful when you're walking. The wetlands portion of Ķemeru, Ķemeri National Parks. Definitely not like the bog, but definitely there's still, I mean, pieces of water, just a lot more trees within. I'll say this, that Latvia has a lot more color. Latvians wear a lot more colorful clothing than the Finnish. Yeah. It's a nice change of scenery, kind of, just to see something that's like light blue or orange, yellow. Big plus. Look like some mallards right there. Appears that the swamp ends there and then it turns into a bit of a forest. And we are right along the edge. So quiet. Supposedly like a berry can be picked from there and eaten. So that's a huge plus about hiking. You can hike and eat for free. Alright, so we believe that's the cranberry, and then they also have cloudberries, which are local in Estonia as well as Latvia here. He asked me if I like fish. I said yes. Little did I know that we would be getting some fresh stuff. Oh, I hope it's not bony. We'll see. What is this in Latvian?
Scumbria.
Okay.
In
And it's smoked.
mackerel.
Oh, mackerel.
It's mackerel.
Okay. Just gotta be careful of the bones here. Okay. It's got that green seasoning on it.
Yeah, some dill and some carrot, I think.
It has that fishy taste, which, I mean, it's fish. But it's good. You just kind of have to look out. I don't think I've noticed any bones yet, but, I mean, they're fish, so they're bony.
Yeah, yeah.
You literally just brought these out from the smoker. You can still see it's bubbling a little bit because it's still hot. But it's some local sardines. This is so cool. There's the river. Neptune's restaurant, random restaurant. But the water's right there. The sea, Baltic Sea. Ta-da! Jaunķemeri. White beach. And yes, it is busy in the summer. We are in the city center. There's the Opera House of Latvia. This is the Freedom Monument, which they built to celebrate, I believe, their freedom from the Soviet Union. 3 stars. We'll see what it means, hopefully. And this is the other side. It's a really pretty sunset right now. What that is, we'll probably check out that church in a little bit. Architecture, just pretty. So that was actually a cage where they had a mannequin of Putin in. Notice all the Ukraine flags. Boom, right across the street. Russian embassy. Notice the police, always secured because they're afraid. And then right over to the left, there's that red bit. I'll show you in a sec. My other friend, he said that this is a faculty member of a university. So they put out this zombified version of Putin right next to the Russian embassy. There's their flag. Wow. So they have the most amount of these type of buildings per square kilometer in all of Europe. What are you saying, Kristaps?
That one of the first architects who were making these kind of buildings was coming from Latvia. That's why we have them. So.
Oh, Latvian architects. Nice. Other side of the buildings, and this one just I wanted to show you. This is an art museum of National Art Museum of Latvia, I believe, or at least of Riga. Information about that giant ball of cheese. To go up to it, there's actually artwork in each panel. So it's cooler than it seems from afar. Rainis, a famous Latvian writer. Riga's Nativity of Christ, Orthodox Russian, of course, cathedral. The Parliament building for the Latvian ministers. First skyscraper in Latvia. Lido, a very popular pastry shop in Latvia. Riga. Pork is good, soup is good. Chicken with some sort of a cheese, and then pork on the left that was on a kebab. They just took it off. My thoughts. The chicken had a really good, like a peeled cheese on it with some peppers. You couldn't really taste the peppers too much, but you could definitely taste the cheese. Cheese was delicious. The pork kebabs. Pork kebabs were, they had a really unique flavor to them. It was kind of like a risotto type of flavor, but I liked it. It was really good and warm, but not too hot. So as soon as you got it, you could eat it. I liked it. €8.50 for both of them. Can't complain. Alright, so again, National Opera House. Voila. Right there is the Kempinski Hotel, which is the best. Once you go past Kempinski Hotel, Old town. St. Peter's Cathedral. House of Blackbirds from the side. Oh, Blackheads. The Riga Town Council building. Random building. Ba-ba-boom. It's got black tops on it if it doesn't register with the night sight. Pretty though. 1941. It was destroyed during World War II, but in 1990s, early 1990s, they rebuilt it, and that's the one that you see today. So it's not super historically old, but it's historically accurate. Duomo Church, which is beautiful. It's actually really big compared to that other one. St. Peter's was a little bit smaller. Then right here is actually where the radio is for Latvia. Latvian radio station. There we go, right there, 1646, 400 years old. So there's the three brothers. If you go to the left, you get to another cathedral. This here is the building, Parliament building for all the deputies, so I guess the lower people. Still, Parliament building. So, again, Catholic Church, Parliament building, right next to each other. President's building, nothing crazy special about it. White, like the White House though. Latvia's National Theater. Local multi-fruit nectar, right here, there we go, multi-fruit nectar. Lido, resealable cap. It's got a lot of good stuff in it. Also has vitamins and no preservatives, it has concentrate, no conservatives, preservatives, whatever the word is.